Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya and today's video is gonna be a different video. Kind of different. I mean, we've like sort of done this on my channel, but my channel is going in a different direction this year. I want to do a lot more commentary, but I still wanted to do like my beauty stuff, so I'm gonna do my makeup at the same time. We're gonna talk, we're gonna chit chat, we're gonna have a good time. If you wanna know what I'm using, go to the description box and you can head to my website and there is links to everything. They are affiliate links. All right, so let's get into it. Today's video, we're talking about the Katt Williams interview, the drama with the color purple, and, the drama. Like, what's going on with the color purple? And Halle Bailey's baby, her baby that she gaslighted us into thinking that she didn't have, or she tried to gaslight us into thinking that she didn't have. So let's get into it. Also, y'all already know it's Free Palestine over here. I do have some resources of how you can help Palestine in the description box, so make sure you guys check that out. And if it's not in the description box, it's going to be a link to it on my actual website so that we can make sure this still gets monetized. All right, cool. We're good. Let's start. Let's just start with the Katt Williams interview. Oh my God, I just like, bro, let me just like break it down. If you guys don't know what's going on, the comedian and actor Katt Williams went on the show of Shannon Sharpe. It's called like Shay, something like that. I don't know. But it's like his show, and Shannon Sharpe is a former athlete or something. I don't know, I guess so. I'm just a girl, like, I don't fucking know, I don't care anyway. So he goes on his on his show, which, yeah, it's a podcast, but it's also like broadcasted on, hold on, got a lot of flakes to grab what I'm gonna use first. Okay, so this is eroding me, so I'm not gonna be looking at the camera the whole time. Okay, yeah, so Katt Williams went on to Shannon Sharpe's podcast, and he basically went on there to, like, I guess, like, right the wrongs, like the lies of other comedians in the industry. He was like, y'all not about to play with me, like, essentially. He kind of addressed it like within the interview where he's like, I'm not messy for wanting to tell the truth about what happened. You let all these people come on here and say all this stuff about me. All right, so let's talk about it, like, cause I got receipts. So I just thought it was really, really interesting. And I do remember hearing that Katt Williams like was crazy, because I feel like that happens a lot in Hollywood, where you'll have somebody that like was like a child star or someone that was like famous, and then out of nowhere it's like, oh, they're on drugs, oh, they're crazy, all of that. And he really addressed that. He was like, I'm not crazy. He said, I'm not crazy, I don't do drugs. I am a father. And he really like showed us like how he operated. So I really like that. I feel like I got to know Katt Williams a lot more than I ever did. A lot more than I even knew that I wanted to. But he is an enigma to me. He's a very interesting guy. And I like the way that he like frames things and the way he looks at the world. I think he's a very interesting person. I personally don't think that it was messy for him to come onto, I don't think it was messy for him to come onto the show. Like, I think that Shannon had these people and they got to say their part. He wasn't trying to get on the show or nothing. Like, he wasn't exposing none of this stuff until he's seen so many of them go onto the show and to other public places and to lie. And so he was like, hell no. Like, it's not, if he would have just started this out of nowhere, then I think, yeah, I'd be like, it's a bit messy. But honestly, he's just kind of clearing his name. I remember the Money Mike like scene so well about him like almost getting raped in the bathroom. I really appreciated that Katt Williams is the reason why I appreciate that he spoke up about it, especially like how he describes it and saying, like, you know, in front of all the execs and all of that stuff. Like, he had to like take the initiative on there, and I think that was a good idea. And I think I really appreciated that he did that, and I really appreciated that he addressed, as a comedian, as a legend in comedy, he addressed the concept of like rape jokes being funny, and like it's not that we're all sensitive now, because even back then he was saying these things. No, it's not funny. Like, that's not funny, and I don't think we should do it. So I don't know, I just really, really respected that. And I thought his upbringing was super interesting. He talked about how he left home at 13 years old, and he's very careful with what he's a very, like, in general, it seems like as a person, He's very careful with what he says, and he chooses his words very intentionally. I don't even like this concealer as an eyeshadow base. This shit pissing me off. Now I know in all of those like IG videos and shit, all of those makeup artists are using this Too Faced because that shit is thick as fuck, and I be thinking, how do they get it like that? I personally don't think that he is like against Palestine, especially because he has a stand-up where he's talking about like, he's really calling out like the US and their and like the US and its involvement in the Middle East. Like he's really like commenting on that. So it feels like he understands and he gets that and he gets the agenda. He's also like a very smart man. So like it would be hard for me to believe that, but at the same time I'm like, why isn't he extremely vocal? And like, why didn't he just, I don't know, say this in a different way? Like I don't think right now we can, there's no jokes about Gaza right now. Nothing's funny about Gaza right now. This color is a bit off for me, but I'm gonna make it work. All right, so my final thoughts on the Katt Williams interview. My favorite part is when he says, you have an unnatural allegiance. He said this to Shannon Sharpe. He said, you have an unnatural allegiance to losers. It's unlike you. That was a bar. I love that. I love a really like witty comeback. Or not even comeback, just like a witty like statement that's a little shady. I love like shade that doesn't include talking about things that someone can't change, like their race, their religion, their size, any of that. I don't like that. I try really hard not to feed into that. So I love that because I mean it was very like, it was a very good insult. It was an extremely good. I seen another one the other day that was like super good. If I find it or remember it, I'll tell you guys, but right now, as of now, I can't remember. It'll just never be enough blush for me, you know what I mean? So I just have to like go until I'm like, all right, I guess I have to stop now. I think the interview was very good. I think it accomplished what Katt Williams was hoping to accomplish. He was extremely entertaining. I'm excited to see more stuff from Katt Williams. Let's talk about Halle Bailey's baby. I have thoughts on this. I am happy for Halle because I want Halle to be happy. You know, she became a mother. That's not a bad thing. I think it's the way that they handled it. I don't understand why they spent all that time gaslighting us instead of just being like, either like just ignoring it or having her just completely out of the spotlight. Like these are the years right after, and like the movie just came out last year and she's not gonna get to like revel in that because she is, I think for a lot of reasons. I think that like she could have gotten a lot more out of her career if she wasn't pregnant like right at such a big moment in her career, and she's still really young. Like no Disney princesses like they're not pregnant the same year. You know what I'm saying? I like transparency and honesty. I feel like if you're hiding it, that's not a good look. Why are you hiding it? I'm not a big fan. I'm just kind of like, okay, if you're not pregnant, if you're pregnant, you don't want to tell people. I just feel like it would have been better for her to just duck off or not say shit. But the fact that she just kept going and like they both just kept lying, like, but then like leaving little tidbits in there, I think that shit was on purpose. I want to know your opinion about everything, but specifically with Halle Bailey section, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, were you following along? How do you guys feel about DDG? And how do you guys feel about the way that she handled this? Let's talk about the color purple. Who said, yeah, you know what I want? Another color purple. Why do I keep making the same damn movies? Same thing with Mean Girls. Who the hell asked for that? Mamma Mia 2 was just literally essentially a remake of Mamma Mia 1. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand. If you don't know what's going on right now is that basically in the media press turn or run or whatever, I don't know what the fuck it's called. With the press trip, I don't know, press run for the movie The Color Purple, Taraji P. Henson talked and she spoke out about like her experience being in Hollywood, how she almost had to leave the show because of like how she almost had to pass on The Color Purple because of like the pay disparity. This is fine. Basically, Taraji knew, like, she just, like, I don't know, Taraji did something that was extremely brave. I don't think that The Color Purple is doing bad because of the press run. I feel like the press run is extremely important. There's been lots of criticism about The Color Purple in the movie, and I do think it's very interesting that Oprah's involvement in it. I'm not an Oprah fan. I think she's extremely sus, and I'm always gonna stand on that. And I'm always gonna stand for Black women fighting for their rights, even if it's difficult, even if it's hard. Monique Ben told us about Oprah. My kindergarten, no, not kindergarten, my after school teacher, Ben, told me about Oprah. And I think Taraji warned them, because she said, why are we making another Color Purple? Like, when they first brought it to her, she foreshadowed, she warned everybody. But that is the end of this video. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys head to the comments and let me know your thoughts about all this, the Katt Williams interview, The Color Purple, and Halle Bailey and DDG's baby. What are your thoughts? Leave them below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, babes.